Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. On this episode I'll be blocking it down and getting it ready for paint, and hopefully this Friday get it in some colour. Yeah, it's going to be a pretty busy week. It's going to be pretty flat out. Probably try and do a bit every night, and yeah, hopefully by Friday have it all sorted and hopefully the paint's in as well. So yeah, let's get into it. And a lot of it I'm just going to be putting on hyperlapse. Like, it's just, yeah, a bit of a pain to film every little piece. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so we're up to just blocking it down, probably giving it a little bit of filler here and there, but other than that, yeah, just blocking it down. Alright guys, so just a little quick video on blocking down the car. So it's all primed up, it's in high build. So I've just got 240 on a block. Probably doesn't overly matter what type of block you got, as long as it's nice and straight and stuff like that. And yeah, I've got a smaller one as well for smaller areas and stuff as well. But yeah, so you pretty well just got to hold the block flat against the panel, go back and forth, cross hatch it as well, just helps it cut a bit easier. And you normally just keep going until, well, I normally do until the orange peel basically disappears and it's all even, and then you can go on to other grits and stuff like that. And with this car here, because I'm going to be painting it in a solid colour, I'm going to be blocking it with 240 and then going over it dry with a whizzer, probably with a soft pad with 320 over the whole everything else. And then once that's done, you probably could just do like a 400 wet rub, 500 wet rub, 600 wet rub, but I've only got a 600, so I'm going to be doing a 600. I couldn't get any other paper at the time, so I'm like, nah, that's what I got. But yeah, I could finish that 400, but yeah, I'm going to be doing that 600. So still all good, still be fine. Alright, so yeah, just with this part here, I'll just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, just this part here. Yeah, just run it along there. And you pretty well just keep going until all the orange peel sort of disappears. I've got the tape here just to help the line be more defined. Yeah. That went through pretty quick. Just that. Yeah, a lot of times, you know, you'd probably stop when you start rubbing through and stuff like that. Must have been two little high points there, or a low point there. And I did put 3 coats of primer on. Some of them a little bit wet, thinned out, so might have been pretty thin coats, even though they were 3 coats. But yeah. Alright, so that's all done. Top section at 240. Can touch this up afterwards with primer if you wanted to. With the paint that I'm going to be using, I could probably just do like a wet on wet or something like that, where I'll just prime it, then just lay the paint on. So it's not a big deal. Plus it's still got the original paint there, so it's not like it's bare metal or anything like that. So yeah, we'll cover off the basics of blocking down. It's pretty basic. You just when you go over the panel, you just sort of bring it down nice and even and just nice and flat. And any imperfections you would just have to rebog and stuff like that, and then reprime and redo the process all over again. You know, you can get away with just priming just little sections like that and blocking them down again if you wanted to, or filler work or whatever else. But yeah, all right, let's get into it. Hey guys, so after all the priming and blocking and stuff like that, basically the process what I did was I rushed the hell out of it. That's what I did. So I blocked it all down like in that little time lapse. I bogged it, sanded that down, and just touched that up, spot primed on them areas. And then pretty well the next day, I didn't even film it because I was just like knocked off work and just tried to get it done as soon as possible without like, you know, just being up all night. I just literally just run over it with I blocked the areas that I spot primed, and then I just went over 320, and then I was like, I really wanted to go to 500, like just on a whizzer as well. And I was like, yeah, nah, that'll do. And then the next day, I had to take it in to get it painted. So I had the car trailer already out, so I was going to load it in the morning, you know, because it was going to be raining as well. So I was like, could have filmed the whole process, but yeah, when there's like time and rain and it's a bit going on, I was like, yeah, nah, all right. So didn't end up filming a lot of that, you know, getting it to the shop, yeah, sanding it down. Like we once I got it to the shop, it was Friday, end of the day, knocked off at 4, and I had to still went over it with 320 some other areas and stuff like that as well. And then I end up, yeah, just going over with 500 like really quickly as well. There was probably a couple little fucking pinholes here and there that probably should have been filled, or a couple little touch ups, but it's pretty well Friday, a few drinks, let's just get it painted. And yeah, all the boys sort of just chipped in to get it to that stage, to get it painted. But we're home now, it's painted, it's back in the shed. So we end up painting it. So I started at 4 and I end up leaving the paint shop around 9:30, and we end up putting like 3 good coats on there, maybe 1 other light coat at the start. But yeah, took a little bit of time. Yeah, definitely a lot of drinks. I still reckon like it turned out alright. Like it was really rushed, especially the last bit of the race was really rushed. But yeah, the results are still pretty good. So yeah, just on this little video now, so I'm just gonna, yeah, just spin the camera around and show you how the paint looks now. I've got a little video there, I might chuck up there as well when it was in the booth, but it was like a short as video as well. Also, like with all the painting side of things as well, I painted it, but I had like heaps of tips from my mate Chad that basically babied me to show me how to paint basically. I've never done a full complete respray. I painted things like here and there, 1 panel, 2 panels here or there, or little things and stuff like that. I've mainly done a lot of panel beating and stuff like that, so this is a complete respray. And yeah, he sort of just helped me out and like taught me how his way of doing it and what would work best. And yeah, it was, and we'll listen to music and stuff like that, so like filming would have been just, yeah, too bloody hard. But yeah, we'll just go over, I'll show you where it's at right now, and yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Alright, I'll spin the camera around. Alright, so this is it. She doesn't look too bad. There's definitely some wobbles in it. Something you probably expect after basically a week's, probably 40 hours, 50 hours I put into the body work. You can sort of see it's not perfect. There are some little runs. Pretty hard to see with white. It's probably the best thing about white. There's a little bit there. Pretty well when you're standing up, you can't even bloody see them. Like, they're pretty hard to see. It took me ages to spot them actually. And then where the bar's sort of hidden, there's some just down there. There's none sort of around there. There's a little bit right there. I think the bar still might cover that top lip. There's just a tiny bit there. Other than that, it's pretty good. Boot turned out pretty good. The paint covered, I'd say, quite well. It's still just over the top of the moulding. Once I put the black mould over here, should cover all that anyway. They were just the little things that I rushed. Like, you know, probably could have cleaned them off and primed it and stuff like that, but yeah, nah, turned out, I'm still pretty happy with it, I'd say, yeah. There was another run on the guard up here as well, but yeah, moulding covers all that there. The moulding sits up here somewhere. So I was like, rush, let's just fucking get it painted. But yeah, it still turned out quite well. there's no really major things that can't be buffed out. So this is where the run was here. The one main run that I was semi-annoyed with. Yeah, you can sort of see it just there, yeah. But other than that, I should be able to get that one out. A little bit of extra build up on the guard there. Something we're about to get rid of. Should be alright. Yeah. No, it turned out pretty good. Even the roof's quite nice. There's a bit of solvent oil, I think it's called. My mate was saying. Yeah, but overall, pretty happy with it. Yeah, all I have to do now is unmask the rest of the doors. We pretty well just picked it up today, and yeah, just loaded it up. Didn't unmask the whole thing. We just chucked it on the trailer and just got it home. Yeah, this is probably all I'm going to do for this episode, but just on what I'm doing next. So I want to black out all the doors, like the frames up top, and I've got to black out probably like the wipers. I've got to black out the surrounds around the back tail lights, the moulding on the back of the boot, and reattach that back on and stuff like that. Just a couple of the little blackout pieces that are around on the car. I've got some satin black, just a 2K, so I'll just go with that. So that'll be another job that I got to do. I've also got to start prepping the wheels that I got to do. So I'm just going to have it on stockies, just have silver stockies. I think it's Asteroid Silver or something like that. So we've got to chase up tyres, still got to take all the old tyres off and stuff like that, and I'll probably film all that stuff as well. Yeah, but the mad dash to get it painted, it's there. Probably could, yeah, rub her back a little bit and give her a little buff, but I'm still, yeah, quite happy with it, especially my first full respray. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm definitely cheering that it's at this stage, and yeah, I've still got to chase up a couple other parts. So I've got all the door molds. One of them I think has a little fucking crack in it, like one of the front guard ones. Some little annoying thing is, like, I don't really want to buy a whole set just for one, and like pretty well have to almost, in a sense, I think. I've got to buy like the center part of the front bar. I've got the two sides. I need the top lip surround as well on top of the bar, and I've got to get one of the headlights is cracked. Like the glass is actually cracked. Like so I was thinking about just buying two new lights from Rare Spares. I think they're $100 each or something like that. So it's just easy to just get two more lights. Yeah, the back bar's fine. The top lip of the back bar, like the little strip that goes around that's like one whole end just cracked off completely. So I'm thinking about trying plastic welding it. Don't know how much you can weld of them, whether I can staple it, put some bonding glue on it or something like that, panel wand or something. Yeah, be all in the upcoming videos coming up, and yeah, hopefully it all goes well. All right. Thanks for watching. Also, yeah, big thanks to Jed, Chad, CD, Damo. They all helped out a little bit, chipped in with a little bit of work, and even Mark getting me some stockies and stuff like that as well. Yeah, it makes a big difference when you got a couple of good mates around you that fucking help you get over that line, and so you're not doing it till bloody midnight, which bugger that. But yeah, cheers everyone. All right, look forward to the next episode. See ya.